the investigation starts, start looking for the assets. The investigator cannot do it alone. So we have other officers in other units who are supposed to come on board. For instance, when you appear before EOCO, one of the things we do is for you to fill a personality note form. Why are we requiring persons to fill that form? It's the starting point. The man will give you some information about himself. On the account, bank details, you are required to fill out your bank details. The man can say that, I've forgotten my bank account number. That's fine for us. Just the fact that you even mention any of the banks is good for us, because we will now rely on FIC, the Financial Intelligence Center, to help us. All we need is to put your name, your date of birth into the database, and any accounts that you have with any other bank will pop up. So the personality note form is key for us, because investigators will ask, when I start the investigations, what are the steps that I need to take? It's difficult to trace the assets. When the man even appears before you, just the appearance of the person can let you know what the person is worth. When you conduct a search, the man comes in with a vehicle. You don't allow him to go back. So when the man comes in, you immediately conduct a search in the vehicle. In the compartment area, there are so many things in there. You can just get a receipt of some item the person bought, and that can help you in tracing and tracking the assets. So it's key, and it's fundamental. That's the very first thing you need to have in mind as an investigator, is to trace and track the assets. My colleague said, the EOCO Act talks about conviction-based asset recovery. So when a person is convicted, 1 month after the conviction is when you file the confiscation. You can't file the application in the course of investigations. However, the Act allows us to take a lot of measures. We have powers, we have seizure powers, we have restraint powers that allows us to at least hold on to the property for some period of time. Sections of the law, we've practiced our law from 2010. So we are taking steps to also amend some sections of our law to help us meet international best practices. So you do a freezing, but somebody will say, EOCO will wait a long time before you do the freezing. When you freeze somebody's account, you need to go to court for an order of the court to confirm the freezing that you've done. So the first day, an administrative freezing. Issue freezing letter to the bank. So that is administrative. And within 14 days, we now have to go to court to confirm the freezing order. And in your affidavit in support of the confirmation, you need to satisfy the judge why you are holding on to somebody's account. So when the information you have is scanty, and people are calling for the freezing of people's accounts, but the information you have to support your application for the confirmation order is scanty, it becomes a challenge.